guys, welcome back to Living in Baton Rouge. It's your host, Michaela Covington here, and today we're going to talk about what you can purchase in the surrounding area of Baton Rouge under $300,000. I'm going to take you on a tour through an amazing neighborhood, local neighborhood in Walker, Louisiana, right outside of Baton Rouge in Livingston Parish. Let's go. Hey guys, welcome back. Hopefully you liked the neighborhood. It's an amazing neighborhood. It's probably built in the early 2000s and it's still continuously building over time. I think the most recent was in 2017, 2018. But before we get into the nitty gritty, if you have not subscribed to this channel, go ahead, click the bell. We'd love to get to know you a little bit more, or you can get to know me and know more about Livingston Parish and the surrounding areas, especially in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Super excited to dive in. Okay, first things first. This neighborhood, like I said, started in the early 2000s. So you still have some of that architecture that was super popular in the early 2000s, maybe a little dated for some, but as the subdivision has progressed, it has just gotten more up to date and more modern as time has progressed. So let's talk about numbers. So the price point that you can buy in Three Lakes, this is the new subdivision that I'm talking about. The ranging price point is actually a wide gap. That's not the norm. So the gap is between the low and within the past 12 months, house sold for $215,000, and that was about 1,600 square foot, up into $465,000 for, and that was 3,000 square foot. So you have a wide variety. Now, for the name itself, it has Three Lakes. So there are lake lots, so obviously those will be more expensive, but overall, it's a nice neighborhood, great for kiddos to ride their bikes around, and it's in a great school zone. And I'll also have a link below where you can look into the school zone it's in, what schools are available, and the ratings that they may have. Also, this neighborhood is located in Walker, Louisiana, so it is right outside of Baton Rouge. I would say, depending on where you're coming from, if you're like in middle of Baton Rouge or downtown Baton Rouge, depending on the traffic, it's probably a 35 to 40 minute drive. But overall, it's not a bad area. People move out to Livingston Parish normally because of the lower price points of homes. Normally when you're buying in a bigger city, price points are higher because location is how real estate works. And but Walker is a good area. I'm kind of biased because that's where I'm from, but this specific neighborhood is actually a solid one based upon progression over time. It has not gone down in value. It's continuously gone up in value over time, which is really great for those who are looking to buy a house and then eventually one day sell it if they're not going to live there long term. So it's a good, solid investment. Now let's talk about what you're near and close to. So a lot of people like to live in Baton Rouge because they're close to everything. And that was the case about 5 to 10 years ago. Everyone was like, why would you live in Livingston Parish? It's so far away. But as time has progressed, it has grown astronomically. We have our own Starbucks. I know that sounds crazy. That should be a big deal, but it has grown dramatically. So you have, well, I'll give you the 3 layers. So you have Walker, Juban Crossing, and then you have Denham Springs. So Denham Springs was predominantly the area that was growing so fast, and now it's just extended out. So you have Juban Crossing, which now has tons of restaurants and tons of shopping. So we have a Walk-Ons. If you don't know what Walk-Ons is, it has expanded to a chain, but it's local to Louisiana. Super good food, amazing, awesome food all around. So anyway, so you have Walk-Ons, you have Texas Roadhouse, you have Zia's, we have Starbucks, we have Hobby Lobby, we have Lit Pizza. There's so many different restaurants in this specific area, especially shopping. We have a TJ Maxx, we have a Belk, we have a Bath and Body Works, we have an Old Navy, and a movie theater. There are so many things here in Juban Crossing, and where that resides is about 5 minutes from 3 Lakes, from Walker. And that's just jumping on the interstate and then heading back up, and it's super quick. And then also Denham Springs is the next exit up, and that one's about, I mean, give or take, maybe 3 or 4 minutes more to get to, depending on the traffic. And that has a Bass Pro. It has, what else is that? Another coffee shop called CC's, which is local to Louisiana. And good coffee, great people, great atmosphere. And then also we have a Big Lots, we have Big Mike's, we have some amazing restaurants. Geisha, Sushi with a Flair, which is an amazing sushi spot. We have a lot to offer here in Livingston Parish, but overall I would say it's a great area to invest in because it's gradually just growing. People are moving out there, especially in Walker Denham area. It's just continuously growing. Infrastructure is growing astronomically. And now this is just one of the neighborhoods that I decided to highlight because it's been long lasting and it's grown in value over time. But there are so many new developments that are coming in, so many new builders coming in and just growing this area. And it's an amazing area for a lot of people who move out here to raise their kids. It's a great spot for community, great spot to just build your family. So anyway, overall, Livingston Parish is a good spot to be, especially on the price point. If you're not wanting to spend over, I don't know, $350,000 for a house, then this is where it's a good spot, especially Denham, Walker, Watson area. It's not a bad area to invest in, and even Live Oak. So Livingston Parish as a whole has a lower price point, and that's why most people, middle-class people, move out there to start a family and things like that. So just to go ahead and give you the stipulations of this specific neighborhood, you've seen some of the houses, you've seen the area. So like we said, price range starting at $215 up to $465. That was the past 12 months. And then square footage ranging from 1,600 to 3,000. I'll say the majority of these houses are ranging between the 19s and 2,200 square foot. I'll go ahead and tell you that. That's the majority of the homes. And then another good thing about this area, or Livingston Parish in general, is property taxes are fairly good. Well, I mean, they're at a lower rate than I would say most of the nation, maybe. So it's the percentages, and I'll go ahead and tag in the notes, the show notes, for you to go ahead and do cross-referencing and all those different things. But it's 0.59% for the tax rate in Livingston Parish for property taxes, which is really big. And for those of you that are looking to buy into Livingston Parish and you're a first-time home buyer, let me tell you, if you are trying to, on the fence about renting versus buying, I want you to look at the numbers, because when it comes to buying a house, when it comes to your property taxes and also your interest that is built up on your mortgage, that is tax deductible. When it comes to rent, it is not tax deductible. None of that amount that you pay every month is tax deductible, but the majority of your mortgage is because of that interest, and that builds up. So that's a little plug for our first-time home buyers that are looking in the Livingston Parish area. But on top of that, I'll link everything in the show notes regarding schools and also crime and just our property tax rate and things like that. And I'll even link some of the local restaurants and amazing community aspects of Livingston Parish. But that's all I got to say about 3 Lakes in Walker, Louisiana. And if you want to know more about Livingston Parish, or you want to see more of what's going on in Livingston Parish, let me know. I'll gladly go out to all the new developments or check out something in Denham Springs, Watson, and then also in Walker as well. But yeah, thanks so much. Thanks for tuning in. Also, if you have not subscribed, go ahead and hit that bell. More is coming your way. Every Friday I drop a video for you to know more about what's going on in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and the surrounding area. Thanks so much. Have a good one.